Okay, welcome. My name is Oliver, your celebrity welder. So today, once again, I don't advertise for Inco, but I love using their product. And this is the Inco lithium battery spraying machine. It's a hand tool. It uses battery. So I will drop a video of that. Okay, so today I'm talking about I'm going to be talking about 5 different methods of cutting metal. And number 1 is the laser cutter. Now, the laser cutter is, for me, laser cutter is like the second most expensive method of cutting. Now, the laser cutter typically involves cutting metal between 1.5 inches to 2 inches. Now this uses intense beam of light focused by mirror in the head of the laser cutter to direct the extreme heat to the steel. So, and in the process, it melts the steel and pushes it off alongside. So you can see a picture of a laser cutter, what it looks like. Then the next I have is a water jet cutting machine. The water jet uses high pressure water and a mixture of an abrasive, such as garnets or aluminum oxide. Now what happens is that this water beams comes together and forms a pressure that can cut through a thickness as much as 8 inches. So it's a very expensive method of cutting, but it doesn't waste your material. It doesn't involve heat. Now, so that is water jet cutting. Then the next I have a plasma cutter. Now I have personally used a plasma cutter, so I can tell you more about the plasma cutter. Now the plasma cutter uses an electric arc that passes through the conductive plasma to melt the steel. Now this high pressure gas from the nozzle then cuts through the molten steel and blows it away. Now, such pressured gas you can use carbon dioxide. For me, I can use I have a cylinder that can pressurize my gas and then direct it to the machine that pushes the cutting process. So I have used plasma cutting. I'm going to show you a video of plasma cutting process in my next video. I'll talk about it. But in this video, I'm going to also show you a plasma cutting process and flame cutting. So another process you can use in cutting is a flame cutting. The flame cutting is another unique way of cutting. It's commonly used. You may not see, most people just I don't know what they call it, but I call it flame cutting. So it uses oxygen. Oxygen as a pressured gas, then uses flamed gas such as propane gas, propylene gas, or acetylene gas. Now it depends on the thickness you want to cut. If you want to cut the thickness of as much as 50 mm, I would advise you use acetylene, because acetylene is a much flammable gas, so it can penetrate more. Then now it involves preheating the piece around the area that's going to be cut. A torch is then used to combine oxygen and fuel gases. Now I've talked about the fuel gases: acetylene, propane, and propylene. And more gases you can use. Now, when these gases oxidizes and melts the metal away, cutting through large pieces. So it can cut through 50 mm, it can cut through 60 mm, it can even cut through 100 mm, depending on the nozzle you use and the gas you use. Take notes. Like I said, I'm going to talk more about these 2 gases so you understand better. Now the last I'm going to talk about today is the sawing method. Now, when I mean sawing method, of course, some people use handsaw, but I'm not talking about handsaw now. I'm talking about your circular saw. Now, we have a cutting disc that you fix to your angle grinder and then held properly. Ensure your grinder has a guide. It's very dangerous to cut without a guide. And then learn how to hold your grinding machine properly, your angle grinder properly. So use 9 inches cutting stone, and then if you're using a big grinding machine, to cut through metal. It's a much easier way of cutting. Then, like I said, in all of this, please adhere to the safety precautions. Get your eye goggle, get your ear mufflers, get your harness, your helmets, get your boots, your coverall. Please be properly fitted as a welder or as whatever you're doing. Like I said, my name is Oliver. I'm your celebrity welder. So I always talk about the welding processes, talk about the things you use in the welding shop. And once again, I'm going to do a recap of all the things I talked about today. And I hope that you will share this video, you will like this video, and you will tell me what you think in the comment section. So I talked about the 5 cutting processes that I talked about using cutting metal. I talked about the water jets, I talked about the plasma cutter, I talked about the laser cutter, the flame cutter, and then the saw cutting. So thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. Please like and share. Follow my page. That's all I do. Thank you. Once again, my name is Oliver, your celebrity welder. See you in my next video.